So we got the crash bars back, but I'm not that excited about them anymore because I usually go around here and around there, and there's this attachment point here which used to attach to the old bracket that had the old engine protection on there. So there's no more bracket here on the side, so whenever the bike will fall, this will press completely inward. It only has the two attachment points here on the side. Also not in a great spot, by the radiator and one by the engine bracket, which is the only decent one. Well, sort of, because it's not a direct attachment to the frame. You need like an extended bolt, sticks into the bolt hole, sticks out, and then at the end you attach the rack. So it's a super it was already by design a bit of a flimsy setup, and I always found that this crash bar went inward. I don't know what this is. This is not a GV, and this is not a Motec. So, and it doesn't connect with the other crash bar on the other side. So now you pay attention more to that sort of thing. So the protection actually is terrible. Part of me is inclined not to put it back on, but then you have this here exposed and the tank. They put these on for engines apparently, but damn, don't you want I want this fairing to stay protected too, not to go in full contact. But it's just such a flimsy rack, especially now, in the way it is now. And I need to bend it straight too. I don't know. Ideally I would like a new rack, but that will take 2 weeks at least to get here. And again, money, throwing more money at it while I got something. I gotta think about what I do with this, because it's gonna take a bit of work to get this on here. Is it worth it? So this is what I'm talking about. These points, they're redundant now, because that crossbar that we used to support the lower end of the fairing, the original Transalp, and the plastic belly pan is gone and is replaced by the Africa Twin one that supports the tank. So this beats have to be straightened out, as you can see. Look at that. Same for this one. And it's a puzzle then to get it on. I do like the wintertime here in New Zealand. This is the view out of the window. Cannot complain. Look at these beautiful pieces of suspension links. Nice and silver. Happy with that. That was pretty easy. That went pretty fast. And I could have done this much sooner when I was still out there. But you know, back then I was still thinking that I was going to paint it with this, and I was going to do the engine with that, and it wasn't much, and I had to do it in one go. So I want to do everything in the same time, and it just becomes this big job. Well, if I kept it simple, would have done it in no time. But it's one of those lessons learned during this project. Like I said before, and people who've been doing this for a long time probably know this really well. It's just, you start out with that narrow vision and it expands along the way, and every time you look back upon something, and it's could have done that way, could have done it this way, could have done that faster, etc. It's also sometimes how consumed you are with your energy, with your focus. Then other information doesn't get in easily. And then once you're in a more relaxed mindset, all of a sudden things click much better, make more sense, and you accept the new information. In a project like this, there's an uncertainty element. When you're still in the most severe part of an uncertainty phase in the project, then it's really tough to deal with new information, because it's taking so much energy, just that uncertainty element. And it all eases up once you get more the hang of it. Nice pieces, put them back on the bike, put the seals in. Let's have a look though how the Africa Twin seal looks like, because that seal doesn't stick out, unlike the ones I'm using here. Those around the same thickness, if not the same. Let's see how deep the bearing is in there. Yeah, deeper. The bearing could come a bit more this way, but there's barely any space and they stick out on both sides, so I don't know exactly what goes on there. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong bearing. No, it's pretty damn even. I don't know why they stick out. Sticks out like a sore bum. That feels a lot better than the other one that was rotating on the bolt basically. Front FR pointing that way to the front, of course. Here we go. Yep, a bit more. Another Africa Twin part becomes part of the family. Oh yeah, I remember I had to grind off a bit off to get it in there. But I don't have a grinder blade. Think this ain't too bad. Can you do me a favor, Karen, and just give that trolley a pump, a slow one?
No, that's all right.
Yeah, just slowly. Yeah, one more time. One more time. Yeah, hold on. Keep going, slowly. Hold on, stop there. A bit more. Yeah, keep going, more, go for it. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do I get paid for that TV appearance?
See, all the bolts are in place. Now I just need to put the nuts on. One nut was a bit loose when I took it off, so it's gonna put a smidgen of Loctite. I should really get that blue stuff for these kind of applications. Too big, too big. Would love me some ratchet spanners. There we go. Look at this. A lot more flexible than it was before when it was only rotating on the bolt here. This is much better. Yeehaw. Hey everyone, so I'm ready here to post a video that I made of the trip in the beginning when I started out in Europe. Finally got a proper compilation from Amsterdam to Istanbul. It's the first part of the journey. I had about 3 years to make this, but here we are now, finally, and this is the first one of a few of these compilations. And the next one will take place in the Middle East and the Caucasus, but for now, check out this little 20-minute clip that I made of the journey of me and Alp. Back in the days, the early days.